Yo, what's going on, guys? Matt Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. We're here to talk about Apple TV's Swagger. So some of you guys probably never heard of this until this video. Some of you might have seen it somewhere. I haven't even actually heard about this show until Apple TV sent me an early screener to check out the first episode. The show actually premieres globally tomorrow, October 29th, and I got a chance to see the first episode last night, and it was actually pretty good. I mean, I'll tell you this. A little bit background of the show without going too deep into just who's involved. Kevin Durant is a producer on this show, so it is a basketball sports drama type of show. The one thing I can compare it to in similarities, maybe I would say the basketball version of All American, I guess, on CW, because All American is actually one of my favorite shows. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is in this. He's playing a head coach. Isaiah Hill is in this, the up-and-coming actor, and he's playing the main character. And personally, I'd say watch the trailer and then come back and then watch this review. But just honestly, guys, I was not expecting anything too crazy about this. I went into it, I was like, okay, let's see what this is about, because I'm like, okay, it's, I get a chance to see it early. Let's watch it. Let's see what it's about. I don't watch a lot of Apple TV Plus shows. I've been trying to get more involved in it, especially with like Ted Lasso and some other titles. See with Jason Momoa and some other stuff that's coming out and other stuff that's already out that I'm trying to get more involved in. But as I watched it, literally from the beginning, I actually found myself very captivated by this. I found myself drawn into the story, and I feel like the foundation is pretty strong for a story like this. Now, you may not be into sports and sports dramas and things like that. You might be more into other different things, but I genuinely feel that there's a little bit of something in this for everybody. We're seeing a real it feels like a real experience, like especially on a personal level. As a black man living in the United States, you see certain things, you experience certain things as you're growing up, and we've always seen different types of representation when it comes to certain situations that we face on a day-to-day basis. But I feel like a lot of the real issues and a lot of things that are being tackled, especially in the young minds of young black children and young black teens in America, was really highlighted in just the first episode. Just show, especially those who are involved in sports, especially those who played sports, knew some dudes growing up that's all they had. Like, that's literally all they had was basketball and football. Some of them, their parents weren't involved, whether it was a mother or a father or their grandfather, so there's there's so many people that I've come across in my life. Sports is their life, and that's their way out. That's their ticket out. And, we've seen different types of iterations of that story, but I feel like this show takes a new twist on it, and it takes a new, more modern approach to that, because it is also lighthearted too. I mean, it's not just all about some of the darker things about being a black teen, because we always, just frankly speaking, we always have a lot of these tropes and stories about, coming from a single family home and not having this and not having certain opportunities. So I feel like this, at least just from the first episode, I was able to see a good balance of a real situation, of a sucky situation, but also with a situation that can propel this person and this character forward in their life, and having strong people around him, like his mother, which I believe is an absolute one of the main reasons I actually loved this episode was because of Mom. Like, she really did her thing. Mom is actually played by Chanel Azzaro. This is actually my first thing that I've seen her in. I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, so now I'm actually more interested to go and check to see what else she's involved in. But I really loved the presence that I got from her, especially as a mother that wants nothing but the best for her son and wants to see him succeed and just continue to go forward. So I mean, her performance alone was it for me. So I remember actually finishing off the episode wanting more. I'm like, okay, I actually need to see the rest of these episodes now, because I'm like, the way how they set up certain things with the main character, he's this pompous, cocky dude that everyone knows. He's like a teen star, and I'm just gonna kind of keep it a little light on the details. I'm just trying to remember, just going off the trailers, and he has to face reality and really find himself and really become who he's supposed to become. That's the only way I can really describe this without going too much into details. But I will say, just from those different character points and different things that the character's involved in, and with his story, I do feel like we're definitely going to get a good one out of this one. Definitely going to get a good one out of this one. And I feel like most of the performances, for the most part, are solid, are rock solid. I mean, O'Shea Jackson, we've seen his performances before, so we know what he's capable of. And I really loved him as the coach, man. I really loved him as this character, which is gonna I'm really trying not to go into spoilers with this one. It's hard to talk about it without really going in detail about the episode until, you know, most of you guys see it. Because like, let me know in the comments too if you want me to continue coverage of this show. By the way, I'm more than happy to do that, just because I'm actually really interested in where this is going. So, but yeah, no, his character, I really loved his character, and the amount of you can tell he put a lot of heart into that character. It feels like, you know, an uncle or like a father figure, or someone that you know in your life that is a leader and wants the best for you and wants the best for your team. And I really do love that, and I love the you know, that there was a lot of heart that's going into that character. So honestly, guys, super impressed with this first episode. And like I said, I didn't know what to really expect from this. I just thought it was just gonna be another one of those things, but I really found it enjoyable. And I love the way how they portrayed some of the shots while they were playing basketball, while they were doing certain things. I found the camera work to be actually pretty neat. Like, they did a lot of shots on there. You can tell, you know, look, the steady cam and gimbal changed the game, okay? And we've literally been seeing a lot of people utilizing those tools ever since we got that introduction of the steady cam and Rocky, and how it actually influenced sports films and sports shows and just action sequences and stuff like that. They definitely put it to use in this episode and in this show. So I actually absolutely love a lot of those scenes. You felt like you were in the basketball game. You felt like you were in that 1v1 thing. So I actually really do appreciate it. Instead of just having like a shot and just kind of doing a lot of cuts and blurriness, you can see the actors actually playing basketball. Instead of just having, you know, stunt doubles doing the thing. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, all in all, guys, solid episode. You might really enjoy it, especially if you like good stories. And like I said, sports may not be your thing, but I feel like there's enough in the story to drag you in. And don't worry, guys, I'm not being paid to say any of this, I promise. I know some of y'all might be thinking I'm getting paid to see this. No, this is just literally a screener that I was able to see early, and I figured I'd do a review for it, just because I genuinely think the show is good. And I think it's based off the first episode that we have a long way to really go with the show, and there's so many different characters that are set up to do different things, and so many plot points that I can see going so many different directions once it's handled properly within the show. I can definitely see that going there. So anyways, guys, that's all I have to say about Swagger. Definitely check it out. It drops tomorrow from the time of the recording of this video, October 29th. I think they're dropping the first 3 episodes. I could be wrong, but yeah, definitely check it out on Apple TV Plus. If you have Apple TV Plus, if you don't have Apple TV Plus, definitely I would say just do the trial, see if you like the show. And if you like the show, I mean, there's other, like I said, there's other really good shows on there that I've seen trailers for and things like that. So definitely check it out. But yeah, Apple TV Plus, Swagger, definitely check it out. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Clockmaster out.